Hey guys, this is Apollo here, and it's time for a deck profile. This time, Brawlers. So, it is a very exciting deck to me because I used to play Brawlers back in the day, well, kind of, back in the Legion era, and it was a really interesting playstyle, and also, well, it's Naoki. He's pretty cool. He's like the edgy boy. Is that the way to put it? Yeah. Anyways, yeah. So, yeah, with the release of DZ-BT12, Brawler is a completely new encounter deck you get in the set, and boy, it's really fun to play this deck. Not really gonna play this competitively like any most of the encounter decks do, unless it's one of those other encounter decks you think of. But yeah, it's a very fun deck. The D-Legion mechanic is given to this, I mean, obviously given to this deck, which makes it much better. And yeah, without further ado, let's go on to the deck profile. So just like, since this is a new deck, I'll go through the deck in full. So starter, just give the theme. I run Fighting Dragon Kit, so that's that. The great one, I play Arc. Arc skill, when this unit is placed on your circle, you may reveal a Brawler from your right deck, Great Trio or Greater Brawler from your right deck. Look at the top 7 cards of your deck, choose up to one card with only one clan, reveal it, put it in your hand, shuffle your deck. Second skill is not relevant, but I'll just go straight away because some people might want to play in the main deck. So, continuous order circle, during your turn, if you have a Great Trio or Greater Brawler Vanguard, this unit gets plus 2 power. So, essentially, mainly you want to the right deck, but I don't really think it's necessary to put it in the main deck, but it's your Toxin Searcher, so it is what it is. Grade 2, being Big Bang / Dragon. So, Big Bang / Skill, when this unit is placed on Vanguard Circle, you may reveal a Big Bang Knuckle from your right deck, and if you do, or your Vanguard is a Big Bang Knuckle, you still pass 1, draw a card. If this unit is placed on Vanguard Circle by Deal's ability, you can choose an opponent's regards in the back row and move it to the front row, and for this turn, you get all of your front row units get plus 5 as a power. So, it builds a lot of power, and keep in mind that there's when you give power to front row when you're in D-Legion, there's something you need to take note of. I'll put it later in a bit. Second skill, when this unit is placed on regular circle, if you have a Brawler Vanguard, you may combat one to draw a card. First skill, continuous on your circle. During your turn, if you have a if you have a Great Tree Vanguard, and if you have a Great Tree Vanguard, yes. For each of your Brawler Vanguards on your Vanguard circle, this unit gets plus 5 power. So essentially, if you have Legion, you get the tanky power immediately, which is pretty good. And the main class itself being Big Bang Knuckle Dragon. So Big Bang Knuckle D-Legion. I mean, it's basically I'll explain it back in my Kaiser deck before. I'll go Dragon here. So the D-Legion, you need to return 4 cards on a drop, of which up to 2 of them can be triggers that are not heals or overs, and the rest being non-triggers. You put them back to the deck. Social Defender Mate, which is basically Big Bang Slash, and you form D-Legion. And as long as you're in D-Legion, you lose the Persona Right icon. So even though yes, a Big Bang Knuckle doesn't have and these are both Persona Right, it still cannot Persona Right anyway. Second skill, act on Vanguard once per turn. So plus 1. For this turn, this unit gets 5 power, and you and your opponent reveal a top card of your deck. If the card you reveal is a Brawler, or it is the same grade, or higher than your opponent's reveal card, this unit gets a crit, and you put that your reveal card to your hand, and your opponent puts their reveal card to the bottom of the deck. Very gacha, which is a very interesting mechanic how they do this in D. It's very similar to Great Nature and V, the lottery kind of build. But it's pretty fun. Like I really like this mechanic because you can just it says you get one free draw, and then you can also like just gamble to see where you can get a crit or not, which is pretty fun. So third skill, continuous on Vanguard circle. For this turn, if this unit is in D-Legion, all of your final units get plus 5 of power. And if you D-Legion this turn, this unit can attack the whole front row when it attacks. So, okay, so when they say it's being in front row, okay, basically what it means is that if you have Big Bang Slash and Big Bang Knuckle together, and when you want to give 5k for front row, so imagine this is your front row. So 5k front row, which means both Big Bang Slash and Big Bang Knuckle gets 5k power. So basically, essentially, you double the one Vanguard basically. So if you put it like, for example, what you should do is that when I put 5k power like this, I will just 5k here, and then just double for the whole way to make my life easier. So it is pretty cool. I do like it, and boy, it's really fun. I know And to be honest, when I was doing this mechanic, when I was playing, I said, hey, why is Brawlers hitting for big numbers? It's not really good. But until I realized I actually was wrong because I forgot the fact that when you give power to front row, it includes both Vanguards. So yeah, it's keep that in mind. Yeah. All right, that's it for the right deck. Now let's go to the main deck. So the rain deck, I run 3 of the Big Man Knuckles, obviously, because you do want to. Okay, so Big Man Knuckle does Brawlers eat a lot of souls, so you do want to keep riding your Big Man Knuckles so that when you keep deletioning and when you keep doing the shenanigans here and there, you can keep building soul, which is the reason why I played 3 of them in the main deck. And there's that, and of course, since Big Man Slash is your Legion mate, you still need to play 3 copies in the main deck. So it is what it is. I mean, it is standard. Okay, this here's a funny card, and I will say why it's funny because I run 4 Wildfish Dragons. So Wildfish Dragon skill, act on drop. If your Vanguard is a Brawler, you can master on Call to Rigor Circle. Second skill, auto on Vanguard and Rigor Circle. Yes, I'm not kidding. Vanguard and Rigor Circle. This is something I am not. This is not a drill. Okay, so when your grade 2 or greater Brawler attacks, grade 2 or greater Vanguard Brawler attacks, if not stood, if any of your units are not stood during the battle phase, you can counterblast 1 standing unit, and for this turn, this unit gets 10 of power. First skill continues on Rigor Circle. For this turn, if your Vanguard is in the Legion, this unit gets +5 power. So essentially, it's a 25k attack on its own. And remember what I was saying about having a Vanguard symbol right over here? Yeah, premium people are going crazy because you can actually Legion with Wild Brush Dragon, and then it becomes a free resetting Vanguard just for 1 counterblast. So yeah, I'm not building Brawlers Premium, but that's crazy, honestly. It is what it is. I mean, I don't know why they put a Vanguard Circle, but it's kind of funny. Okay, so for the other grade 2 guard I run 3 Agony Claw Dragons. Agony Claw, yeah. So his skill, auto on Rigor Circle. When this unit attacks, if your Vanguard is a Narukami grade 2 or greater, you surplus 1 for this battle, this unit gets 5 power. If your Vanguard attack hits for this turn, it's a 5k, you 10k. So it's not really that great. I'm still just running because it's just a support card. But ideally, I do want to play Bellicosity here simply because it does pump soul and also does draw 2. So because Brawlers eat a bunch of soul, mind you. So I would need to play ideally play Bellicosity so I can just pump the soul. And the good thing about Bellicosity in Brawlers is that when both Big Man Slash and Big Man Knuckle attacks on the Vanguard, it gets 10k. So 5k from Big Man Slash, 5k from Big Man Knuckle. So this is why I think it's become a 20k attacker, which is really, really interesting how Brawlers really do stuff. So, if possible, I will play Bellicosity, but it is what it is. And I forgot to mention one more thing. In the right deck, if you want to play Thunderstorm Dragoon, which is an option, you can play that. Although, to be fair, some of the Brawler stuff will shut down because you can't even pop off a Big Man Slash skill, or you can't provide for certain skills. So it really depends if you want to filter more, or you want to have more aggro with these two guys helping along the way. So there's that. And my one only copy of Defensing Roar, because essentially it is basically your Blitz order, and basically it's a really good card. I mean, I have nothing to say here. It just, in the good thing is when you do Legion, you can always use it again. So there's that. Okay, that's it for the grade 2s. Now for the grade 1s, I play for Kome. Kome skill, when this unit is placed on Rigor Circle, if your Vanguard is a Brawler, grade 2 or greater, for this turn, your opponent cannot intercept until the end of the turn. So, it helps for Big Man Knuckle because you don't want your opponents to... You're basically going to attack the whole front row. You don't want your opponents to intercept, so you want to really attack the whole front row. So, that's the reason why this deck is handy. Second skill, auto on Rigor Circle. At the end of the battle, this unit boosted a Brawler Vanguard. You can put this in your soul, look at the top 7 card of the deck, choose up to 1 card that is the same card name as your Vanguard, put it in your hand, and shuffle your deck. So, you can search a Big Slash, Big Man Slash, you can search a Big Man Knuckle, either one of them, not both unfortunately, but either one of them, and there is that. And here is the other part. I run for Spark Spike. So Spark Spike is really pretty good in this deck because, well, okay, it's not sufficient, I would say, like Vermilion, but I would say it does really help because if you have it would take the whole front row, essentially you can hit 2 times and then you can pop off Spark skill. So Spark skill continuous if your Vanguard is a clan for Narukami, this card is only for Narukami. So it treats it as a Narukami card. So when you use Arc skill, or if in some cases if you play Thunderstorm in the right deck, you can fish this out and then just put it put it in your hand. Really, so pretty good. Second skill, continuous on rear circle. If your Vanguard is a Narukami, for this and oh shit. Oh, brain fart. Okay, let me repeat. So, if your Vanguard is a Narukami for its clan, and the front row unit, the unit in the same column as unit gets fan power. If your Vanguard attacks hit 2 or more times this turn, it's a 5k, give it 10k. Third skill, auto on rear circle. When this unit boosts at end of a battle, if your Vanguard hits attack two times or more, you any battle you draw cards. So sorry about that. Really brain fart there. Yeah, but basically what you do is that when you attack with Big Band Knuckle, if it hits 2 times, basically it decides really with its own DZ skill, you can boost by spike when after a boost, any battle you draw one. So I think it's pretty good enough. And also the fact that it gets to give powers to the to your front rear guard is what makes it better, because it basically powers up your rear guards. There's that. And I play for Ryoto. So Ryoto is your counter charger / personal structure of the deck, and his skill is not good for skill. So skill, auto rear circle. When this unit boosts a Vanguard, if your opponent's Vanguard is greater or greater, for this battle, this unit gets balance power. Second skill, auto on rear circle. When this unit boosts attack hits, you retire this unit to counter charge 1. Third skill, at the end of the battle, this unit boosted, you can counter and return unit. Choose up your own Vanguard search your deck for up one copy of it, put it in your hand, show the deck. So essentially, you can search for a Big Band Knuckle, you can search for Big Sun Slash. It's pretty much the same. It's exactly the same as like Komei actually, except this is more easier to pull off as opposed to Komei. Not really it's easy, but rather it's more versatile because you can search your deck. This is looks like top 7. But most of the time I use Ryoto for counter charge really, because this deck does quite a bit of counter blast, mind you. So there's that. And I run for Sultans. So Sultan skill, when during your turn, if your Vanguard is a greater brawler, the units in the same the other units in the same column as this unit gets 5 power. So essentially, if you put this in the back row with the Legion Vanguard, both Big Band Knuckle and Deep Stars get 5k. So this is 10k in total. So pretty good, but this is just a temporary fix. I will find a way to try to get different stuff here and there. But other than that, it does work. So I'll just put it there. And lastly, I play for effect PGs. Ideally, one of them be Antaria. Triggers, I play the Dragon Fire OT, obviously. 8 crits. If you want to be a little more competitive, you can play the effect crits, and you can do that. I play 3 vanilla friends. I will swap them out for the shield friends once they're out, reprinted next year. So okay. You can play the shield friends if you want more shield, or if you want to pump more soul, you can play the soul in fronts. Depends on your play style, and they both work fine if their own pros and cons. And of course, lastly, I play for vanilla heals. So that's it for my deck profile on Brawlers. Yeah, it's a bit iffy here and there at first, but after a while, it's a really fun deck. So I apologize if I mess up some of these skills here and there, because yeah, it's a lot to go through. To be honest. So yeah, it's a really fun deck. Actually, much more better than I thought, really, and I really had a lot of fun with this deck. Really, it's pretty cool, pretty interesting. So with that being said, that's it for my deck profile. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like it, do like, share, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.